Oppenheimer should have fucked the bomb.
Oppenheimer should have had a flashlight installed on the front cone of the bomb.
And just jizz. The blow is just fucking molecules. It's every man's dream.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if you have
It's like the guy at the
opportunity-
end of fucking Dr. Strangelove, who rides the bomb.
It's every man's dream.
And then his dick fell off because of the radiation.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
That's why he looks like a ghoul.
He's a
He's been cuddling the bomb while they haven't been looking. He's been going up to it.
He's cheating on the bomb with another smaller bomb.
Is that's the same? That's the
That's what he's got him in, and then all these bombs.
He's getting a whole bunch of bombs pregnant.
That's the real drama.
We saw Oppenheimer. I was surprised by like how intense it was. There were moments where there were like 5 different conversations all cut into one scene, and
they did a good job of keeping that coherent. It was fucking chopped.
Yeah,
I think they were walking the line though.
They were.
There was like a scene where I swear it was 5 different conversations on like 5 different times, like 50 years apart.
His
line by line cutting in. I was like, what is happening?
His personal life with his fucking missus, the Strauss and his trying to get elected, the
Help
commissioner.
that one of them is consistently in black and white. Conversation's consistently black and white. That
was like Robert Downey.
But it's weird because it's the future conversation that's black and white. Not the past one. It's
It was hard. It was hard. And then there's like another 3 where it's a young what's his face. Oh, what's his face? With
him telling his story.
Wait, he took out Oppenheimer.
I keep thinking of the actor. I keep thinking of the actor.
Killian something.
Yeah. I keep thinking and then keep forgetting.
The Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, the Peaky Blinders.
It's called Oppenheimer.
This is the fucking Peaky Blinders. Try and take away my security clearance.
That'd be great.
Yeah, drops out of the counter with a razor. I thought Killian, his name's Killian. It's like Gilligan, but kill.
Yeah.
Killigan did a great job.
There's a YouTube channel where the guy's name's Killian and he's a red panda and he reviews video games, but like in a bad way, like it's all fucked. It's really quite. He's really fucked.
Is that in any way relevant?
No. Absolutely not. He had the name. And it's fucked something in his brain machine.
Yeah, but he's a really fucking great actor.
Yeah.
That's the point. He's one of my favourite actors, actually, or at least young actors. Right?
And he lost like fucking 40 odd kilos for this role.
Trying to look like a ghoul.
Yeah, to look like a gaunt, weird, fucking odd, small, creepy skeleton man.
Were you creeped out by it?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Was it creeping you out?
Yeah, it's creepy, man.
What did his missus think? You reckon his missus liked the fucking ghoul look?
She liked to trace his fucking outline and go,
So yeah, I needed to pee for like 3 hours, and I couldn't pee because there was so much going on every moment. Yeah, I remember like back in the day, like dramas just weren't like that. No. They were just like flat, shot, reverse shot, no intense music.
I would say that was the best part about this. Is the soundtrack. That's the best part of the entire
The composer's name is Ludwig. I don't know his last name.
And the sound effects were the best.
Yeah, they were like fucking how do you measure radiation? That's like Newton's,
Geiger count.
Yeah, Geigers. They were like moments all in there, subtle, and the tension and suspense, just like several moments of just like conversations just like went crazy just because of the music and the
unbelievably effective use of sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think though, for me, on an overall level, while it was good drama, right, for a relatively good majority of it, I felt like it was a little bit too melodramatic towards the end. Like maybe the last third.
There's not a lot of story.
No, there's not. It kind of felt like they were trying to wring out more story out of it, like over dramatizing.
Well, after the testing of the bomb, they could have like
but that's the thing. The whole thing was already over dramatized. The guy was just he just ran the program.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like he made the bomb. It's not like he invented it. It's not like he was just the administrator of the program. That's all he was.
I think
like when he
He talked eloquently in reviews and people know him, so making a movie. He was conflicted.
Making a movie.
He was conflicted. Make a movie quickly.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just the administrator for the program.
He had a nervous
And he looked
breakdown.
like a ghoul.
He had a nervous breakdown
And
in
he said that
college.
thing from the fucking...
He had a
the
fez.
book.
He had a fez.
He said the thing from the book.
He was a communist.
He said
was
the
a communist.
thing. Huh?
He did say the
And he
thing.
had the hat.
It was interesting that they subverted that by having that in the middle of a sex scene.
Yeah.
Spoilers?
Yeah.
That was
Princess
That was
Zero,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like that having the drama sort of really be ramped up for the story thread, plot A, right, of getting up to the development and detonation of the bomb is fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Strauss black and white stuff, I think that's...
I reckon like 20
But that's
minutes.
where the story is.
I know.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that's like 80% of the story.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the fact that he made the bomb and then they
They took away security pass
clearance and
because
then
he
they
was...
back to it.
Well, no, I meant more
optimistic
like Strauss getting revenge. And
Oh,
Oppenheimer.
yeah.
It's like that's also, and he was like really vindictive, but it's the most petty fucking.
I don't know how untrue that is though. Like,
No,
I mean,
that's
that
fair.
could be 100% what happened, and the guy could have literally been that petty and
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know
I get that.
enough about it.
I think if I'm gonna criticize anything, I think it's just they could have just chopped away a bit more.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how small we can get it. Could you get it down 2 hours?
I reckon.
Hour and a half?
I reckon that.
Hour 20?
But in any case, right? The fucking entire segment just before detonating the bomb and just
Yeah, it
after
was
detonating
amazing.
the bomb, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It was truly. It was just.
Oh yeah.
It dragged on that moment for like so long, showing like all the different sides, like, the light, and them all looking at it. It was just like silent with like weird like atmosphere.
And then so the bomb goes off. It's all silent. Then the explosion happens. The sound catches up to them. Right,
Yeah.
they're in the main observatory place. And then it doesn't show the explosion sort of like that. All it is in the box that they're in, and it's the rumbling that you would have witnessed if you were watching it in real time.
Yeah.
And you can imagine what it's actually like and what they've done. It was fucking crazy.
It was pretty well done. Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I think it was just silence. And it was like, and then I cut to the next scene. Like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're like fucking hell. Jump scares galore.
I thought the beginning was really excellent.
There was actually a fair few jump scares.
It was
which
jump
was
scare central.
Quite interesting.
Yeah,
for the
audio
type
played
of
a big part in like just like drawing you in and
But-
shocking you and ramping you up and unsettling you.
I thought that the first maybe quarter or third of the movie was like the sort of biopic that you'd expect, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like getting the audience excited about science and, these discoveries that he's constantly thinking about, and he's thinking about these things, and it would cut interspersed with cool, visuals and particles and stuff.
Lots
and
of montages.
And it's sort of ramping up and moving forward, and then there's that. Then there's drama interspersed with the lead up to the bomb exploding, and then there's a bit of drama. Then there's the fall off from the bomb exploding, and then there's a shitload of drama. And it
then
kind
all
of
intercut that. That's the general structure, but then it's all intercut and like laid on top of each other and non-linear. Flicking between multiple conversations in one scene.
So I don't know how I'd actually go watching it just by myself now.
I wouldn't watch it on TV.
No.
I wouldn't watch it again, I don't think.
No.
Or if I did,
I
I'd
think
stop after the bomb.
I think it was
so,
worth the $25 admission.
Oh yeah.
I think
That's fair.
I think it was worth the $25 admission. But
I tried to get us cheaper tickets.
it wouldn't have been worth much more than that.
No.
$30. $35.
Yeah, well then you sort of get like, it was a good movie.
I'd be sitting there at the end, and I'd be thinking,
Fuck, did I just pay this much?
yeah, I'm still here. The bomb went off.
Yeah.
I liked too, they did a lot of like showing and not telling with like the morality around the bomb and Oppenheimer's thoughts on it.
Oh, they were amazing.
They didn't like sit down and do the typical fucking drama conversation where he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. He was in that like little hall, and once again all the sound was dropped out, and like he's trying to have this speech.
What is it? So they like 1/3 place the sounds of you know how you would sound a fucking a scene, right? You'd record people with the chairs shuffling and standing up, and then you record the cheering. They cut out like 80% of it and had a couple
like
of
atmospheric murmurs and chairs
shuffling and standing up and stuff like that. And it was
they used the sound. So
it
was like the lack of sound too. When you drop the sound out, it draws you in, and then as soon as you draw it in, they're like, "Wow!" And you're like, "Fucking Jesus!"
I wish the whole movie had almost been like that, because that was almost the same way.
You need to ramp it up.
Well,
you can't just have the whole movie.
The build up to the bomb was awesome, and then
otherwise it just becomes.
I think the aftershocks, having those scenes after the bomb, was great, and then it should have just petered off.
Maybe like 20 minutes with Robert Downey Jr., but I feel like that was like an hour.
It was a long. It was a long time. Well, he had a whole monologue, right? Like Robert Downey Jr. He was like, he turned everybody against me, and he fucking said this, and he said this, and blah 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 blah. No, I'm just playing the game, and and it's like, okay. I mean, that's cool.
I'm tired. I want to go home and have a nap.
So I don't know. I think elements like that, as you pointed out, stopped me from watching it. Maybe again. Maybe I'd show my dad at home, and we'd sit and watch it.
I didn't feel like it ran too long. I thought about how long the movie had run for until right at the very end.
Sure, I think that's fair.
I needed to pee for like 3 hours, and I kept on like trying to find a moment. But there was 5 seconds, or like there'd be a revelation that like his ex-partner had committed suicide, and there's like just within like 2 seconds, like I'm like,
Nolan kind of had that problem in Tenet, actually. There were a couple of moments, a couple of editing changes where he changed to something and he didn't let the scene breathe. Like, one of the characters has not necessarily a fundamental revelation, but like they say something meaningful and it just kind of like cuts. And it's like, just let it breathe a little bit more. And he kind of did the same thing in Tenet with, there was a scene where the main character meets, what's his face? The secondary character from The Lighthouse.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
And they share a joke with each other. It's about the bungee jumping that they're doing or whatever. And the joke, and he doesn't give the punchline of the joke enough time to breathe. It's like the punchline comes in there. And it was just like, just give it a couple extra seconds.
There's a moment where it came back from like a shot of like an atom doing something or something, and there was a really quick shot of another person, and it cut again, and it just felt like a little error to me. It was like, cut like a millisecond more. Let that shot like exist. Go back and watch Star Trek TNG. We need like shot reverse.
Static shot.
Camera mounted.
A camera and B camera.
Each shot goes for like 7 to 8 seconds.
4x3.
Mid shot.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't make Grandpa unsettled.
All this newfangled dynamic,
you can
shots.
sleep through it and wake up right at the end. You still know what's going on. It wasn't confusing. It's all linear.
Streamlined.
There's the beginning, there's the end. It wasn't big loud explosion sounds, which fucking scared me.
There was a moment.
There's a Manhattan movie series on. Amazon Prime.
True.
We were looking at it today. We got to subscribe to something. We're going to fucking pay for it.
Yeah, I think I saw.
Yeah, that might be more up your alley, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this was it was a work of art in the editing, but it just struck me. I didn't expect it to be like this, and I feel like dramas didn't used to be like this.
No, they didn't.
There was a lot going on. It was very quick, and I was like, can we just?
You're almost being bombarded in kind of a way, right?
Yeah, which is what he's trying to do.
Well, that's exactly what he's trying to do.
And hype you up about this boring story about cunts that made a bomb.
But yeah, it's not
a boring story, I guess. It's an amazing story, but
yeah.
If you don't get into the nitty gritty like science, day-to-day work of it, like you have to make it about the trial and.
Well, a lot of it was politics as well.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's like the maths. They came up with this model of the atom, and the maths based on that model basically told them that they could build a bomb, and then they built the bomb. and it worked.
Yeah.
Like, there's where's the...
There's no mystery.
Well, where's the hero's
intrigue.
arc?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, the trials and
We've got to create
tribulations.
that after the fact.
He's conflicted. He did the thing.
I mean, he probably was, but...
He seemed, he was. When you see him in interviews and stuff, he never apologised for anything. He was like, it was necessary.
Well, they had to make...
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the other part of it is that it's in the way that the models work. Like, it's in the maths. It's not like it's not like they invented the thing.
Yeah.
Like, they just did the math.
Yeah.
And this is what the math told
Natural
them.
conclusion.
Was it plutonium? And then they just went like,
Yeah.
They just like implode. They got like bombs surrounding a big thing of plutonium and just pushed it in, and then it went. And then it went,
So that's where they had to make the conflict being things like time constraints or deadlines.
Which all of those things did exist.
The Red Scare, Reds under the bed sort of thing, and so on and
all that shit, and that was the thing.
And that's... I've watched heaps of movies, or at least a few movies that were about Reds under the beds and things like that, and it's interesting enough as political drama. Yeah. Right? And interspersed with this, it's not too on the nose.
Crazy when you go back. Like,
like
pretty mad.
It was nuts, and it still has effects today.
Yeah.
Right, from what they did, a cultural sort of legacy. But I don't know that I necessarily. I think
it's not what I was expecting.
Not what I
knew that
expecting.
part of the story, but I thought maybe there'd be like an addendum at the end. But that was 80% of it, really.
Yeah. But in saying that, I think the good aspects are not what I was expecting either.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't expecting it to be the good aspects to be as good as they were.
Oh, that's very well put together.
Yeah. And the explosion itself was all practical. I don't know what they did. I read into it or some shit, but none of it was CGI or anything.
Yeah. I was a little bit disappointed. I was a little bit disappointed with the nuclear bomb.
It was a little bit underwhelming.
I just kind of in the beginning they had the thing in the beginning, and that's what I thought it was going to be.
But I think what they showed is probably a lot more accurate.
Well, especially the first iterations of the bomb.
The Trinity test. What they showed of the Trinity test was probably a lot more accurate.
And they build it up so much.
It wasn't that crazy. It was kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, like just the visual of the bomb itself.
The whole experience.
The whole movie.
No. The section of the film where they actually do the Trinity test was a little bit underwhelming.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I just thought from a visual perspective, the bomb could have been cooler. Being like, it's like have you seen Akira?
A long time.
Have you seen Akira?
So earlier today, I watched Redline. I showed my old mate Redline.
They do the same thing.
What is it? Funky Boy gets woken up.
Funky Boy. And it has a moment of silence the way they do it, and it goes.
But I think
that's fucking cool.
That's a cartoon.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I do get it.
This is what it looks like in real life.
I know.
This is like practical. It exists to some degree.
I think probably my guess is what they probably did is they made a fireball that was comparable to the same fireball that the Trinity test, because they would have known they would have been able to take measurements from old footage and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was. My guess is that what they showed in the film is probably actually very accurate.
And look,
there are actually footage of the Trinity test going on.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, probably.
Well, there's footage of a heap of
there was a bunch. I think there was a thing on. I saw a clip from Joe Rogan where a guy was like, "Hey, have you heard of these conspiracy theories about the footage from the nuclear testing?" He's like, "How did the camera survive?" And like there was another one where it's like there's a piece of footage that you guys would definitely have seen. It's a house, and it's like the front of the house. And like the front of it almost looks like there's like the front of the house is boiling off.
It's peeling away.
At the beginning of the shot, there's like a shadow. And as the bomb goes off, a car like in between one frame and the next, a car appears, like a truck appears behind the house. And it's like maybe it was just in shadow and it's been illuminated, or
maybe they didn't detonate nuclear bombs and they don't exist.
You should go to Japan and say that. I'm sure people would really appreciate that.
Roam around and say, hey, you know that fucking didn't happen.
I don't think that. I think it's a conspiracy. Look at these frames.
Look, there's a car there. Look.
1940s, grainy, fucking black and white.
And you pause the frame. Look, there's a
Like at the memorial.
See the one speck there? That's
There's
a
like
car.
wreaths of flowers and people crying. No, never happened.
Never happened at all.
How did the camera survive? Huh? Can you explain to me that? You can't explain that, can you?
Can you?
It was up on a hill and it zoomed in. they zoomed in on the camera. It was away. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where that camera was.
It was just interesting. It was just interesting. That's all.
You're killing me, Jasper.
What do you want from me?
Can we bring Jasper here for his conspiracy theories?
That's fair.
What do you fucking want?
Yeah, I think it was a fundamentally well-crafted film, very intense, 3 hours of tension and suspense.
It's worth watching it at the
Boardroom.
Yeah. It was well. We knew
It's
that
the audio.
we knew that it would,
100%.
And that crazy editing.
we knew that it would be good, right? Because it's
Christopher
fucking
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan,
Good
you know.
director.
I was more than happy to take the gamble on it, right? So yeah, and it was fucking well worth it.
There you go.
So.
Well worth the gamble.
Wouldn't watch it again though.
I want to watch it once more in the next 50 years I have, but just up until the bone.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna skip
watch the
straight to
bomb
the
part.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you do is you take the beginning and you take the bomb part and you take away the rest of it.
Take out the other 2 hours. Just cut it into an hour. Wow. Beautiful.
Magnificent. I do wonder how actually entangled it all is.
Oh, I mean, there were scenes
It's
which
pretty
was
fucking
so
entangled.
entangled.
Maybe not though. Maybe not.
It'd be a fascinating challenge to go in and
Try and unpick it apart.
just like shots and like.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like because of I feel like they filmed 4 different things and then took those things and chopped them together.
Yeah.
Maybe. So it'd be interesting to see if you could actually.
That's an editing exercise in a
Go
half.
on, Steve. Go on.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on my fucking
This is
list.
your moment. This is what your life's been
My
leading up
claim to
to.
fame. No one fucking cares.
Alright, yeah, the movie was fucking good. Seriously.
Fuck off.
No, I didn't talk about the licky bit. Huh?
You should have licked the bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the bomb and it was almost like framed like a romantic scene.
Yeah.
Like a romantic
So it
rendezvous.
was. Yeah.
In the middle of the dramatic, suspenseful build-up to the detonation, Jasper made a pelvic thrusting motion, implying that Oppenheimer was going to
fuck
stick
the bomb.
his penis inside.
It would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been
It would have
hilarious.
been great.
And it's in character.
Yeah, that's fair. He's
What's
organised.
another movie that's kind of like that, where they're so infatuated with like a project they're doing or something?
They fuck it.
Oh no,
They
it's
physically fuck it.
Alien fucking Resurrection. There's a moment where he's with the scientist guy and he's up in the glass and he's like doing he's like training them with the aliens in the thing and he go
Yeah,
that's the glass. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer should have fucked the bomb.
Oppenheimer should have had a flashlight installed on the front cone of the bomb.
And just jizz. And blow his jizz to fucking molecules. It's every man's dream.
That's fair.
I mean, if you had
It's like the guy at the end
opportunity-
of fucking Dr. Strangelove, who rides the bomb.
Yeah.
It's every man's dream.
And then his dick fell off because of the radiation.
No, Oppenheimer.
That's why he looks like a ghoul.
He's a
He's
racist.
been cuddling the bomb while they haven't been looking. He's been going up to it.
He's cheating on the bomb with another smaller bomb.
Is that's the same? That's the
That's what he's got women and then all these bombs.
He's getting a whole bunch of bombs pregnant.
That's the real drama. Oh, that's silly. Alright, that's it.
Alright, we're done. Well done.
Get out.